I hope that this message finds you well, and this past week has been meaningful, holy, uplifting, and productive. Although I normally take these few minutes to share with you something on the parasha, allow me instead to share something with you from today's daf. Today we had the incredible schus to learn Sotah daf Lamed. Sotah page 30, and on Lamed Base 30b, the Gemara goes into great discussion regarding Shiras Hayam, Az Yasher, the beautiful song that Klal Yisrael sang upon emerging victorious from the Red Sea after seeing the Egyptians totally demolished, destroyed. This was really the culmination of their experience of freedom. And the Gemara goes into great detail discussing how did they recite the Shira, how did they recite the song? Was it everyone reciting it in unison? Was it responsive? Was it Moshe Rabbeinu saying different lines and Klal Yisrael giving the same refrain? Oh, machlokes. What I draw your attention to is a fascinating word choice. The Gemara says, Rabbi Yossi HaGlili says, Kish b'shah sha'ali Yisrael min hayam, when Klal Yisrael came out of the sea, nasnu einehem loma shira. Literally translated, they gave their eyes. Nasnu einehem, they gave their eyes. They set their eyes on reciting Shira, on reciting Az Yashir. And it struck me, why does it have to say Nasnu einehem? What does it mean? They set their eyes and sing Shira. Why don't you just say B'shah sha'ali Yisrael min hayam amru Shira? They said Shira, mean Nasnu einehem. Nasnu einehem means a decision. Nasnu einehem means to concentrate on something and to decide on a particular course of action. Nasnu einehem means you don't just chaplap, go with the flow and do something. Nasnu means you stop, you think, and you make a conscious decision to go down a particular path, an actional path. And I think what the Gemara is teaching us is an incredible, incredible lesson. That so often in life we live reactively. There are circumstances which happen, and the circumstances shape what we do, how we do it, often without any forethought or pre-planning on our part. You could relate this on a very simple level. Right, I have a day, and then what happens? I get an email, I get a phone call, I get a WhatsApp, a text, and suddenly again that one message sends my day on an entire trajectory. But often that occurs, sometimes that occurs because the situation is emergent and has to be dealt with. Sometimes it occurs because I didn't plan. Because I wasn't no saint einai. I wasn't no snu einehem. I didn't set my eyes on something. I didn't make a goal. I didn't create a plan. And when you don't create a plan, you don't create goals for yourself. So you kind of just go with the flow. Whatever happens, happens. The loudest voice gets the attention, right? The person who emails, texts and WhatsApps, that's the person who I'm going to respond. But at the end of the day, what the Gemara is trying to sensitize us to is, how does Shira happen? Shira is the most dramatic, beautiful, dialogical connection with Hashem. How does it happen? It doesn't just happen out of nowhere. Nasnu einehem. Klal Yisrael first set their eyes. They made a decision. What do we want to do? How do we want to do it? And the culmination of that ultimately was Shira. And what a lesson for us as well. To stop living reactively and to try to start living proactively. To live a life of nasnu einehem. Let me set my sights on something. I should have a goal. I should have plans. I should have aspirations. And not just, again, kind of big adult in a large life sense, but even just for the day. Because if you don't go ahead and decide how you're going to live your day, then your day ultimately is going to live you. Right? If you don't decide how you're going to use your time will just get swept up in all different kinds of things. It's time to stop living reactively, to start living proactively, to live a life like our ancestors of Nasnu einehem. Wishing everyone a beautiful, wonderful, and restful Shabbos and an enjoyable weekend.